Now that you know how to fill out the calls for service form using Survey123, you'll want to explore some of the other information we've docked here up on your notes. For instance, there's a situational awareness viewer. This is what we'll use to manage your calls for service. Now, there's a lot of capability inside of this situational awareness viewer, and if you have questions, click on the question button, and there's helpful links here to show you how all the different tools in this app work. But the most important ones is to be able to edit the calls for service. To do this, I can click on one of them, and notice I'm going to do Shift and click to draw a box to zoom into my area. And I can click on it, click on these three dots here in the pop-up, and then select Edit. Edit is a widget or tool that allows me to just change some of the information in here. So if I made a mistake, I can go back and type it in. But what I really want to do now is change status from white to yellow, or to red, or back to white. This just allows us to change the status of our calls for service. Another thing you might be required to do is to be able to get the coordinates for this location. I can do this a number of ways, but perhaps one of the easiest one is with the measurement tool. The measurement tool allows me to measure areas, distances, but also simply get some coordinates on a map. If you're working with aviation assets, they'll probably want it in this format. You also have some options down here for doing the same thing. Finally, you'll notice for coordinates, we also have the grid overlay. So if you're working with ground teams, they'll be using the US National Grid. There are a lot of other capabilities in this tool, but I'll just show you the most important ones here. We also want to be able to change the base map. Imagery gives it some context. Or if we're working with a lot of points or a lot of information, we may want to change it to this street base map, which is a bit easier on the eyes. We can turn layers on and off, like in most GIS and mapping systems. And we can see a legend. That's some of the basic functionality. I'll follow up with another video that shows some of the more advanced capabilities. Thank you.